I want to go ahead and talk about this right here. Baked Alaska, Fed Alaska. As we know, he signed his plea deal last month or a month and a half ago or so, and has we covered this on stream and whatnot, but in the plea deal, it confirms that Baked Alaska will be handing over all of his social media accounts to the feds, working with them in their ongoing investigations into other Capitol protesters. We covered this. The Groypers cope. They said, no, Bake's just handing over banned accounts. Really, he outsmarted the feds. He's smarter than the feds. They're letting him off easy. He's not actually giving them any information at all, which is retarded because he's one of the biggest profiles in this whole thing, right-wing personalities in the entire Capitol protest. But, you know, the Groypers are retarded. They want to act like nothing's happening. Nick, obviously, is going to defend him, defend the rat here. But, yeah, I guess the FBI just let him off the hook. But funny enough, this happened. Well, not funny enough. It's actually awful. But today, actually. Well, this week. But this came out this week. They started writing these articles. I saw this today. There was another one written yesterday that I initially saw. I feel like this one gives a better summary. But Huntington Beach man who allegedly bragged about breaching the Capitol is arrested, charged, and there's some interesting things here. Maybe it has to do with Baked, maybe it doesn't, but regardless, we're going to read through here, and I'm going to give you my take on it. So a Huntington Beach man was arrested Thursday, August 25th, after a federal complaint was filed last week alleging he breached the Capitol on January 6th, 2021, then bragged about it online. Federal investigators describe blah, blah, blah. Right here, and this is where it's very, very interesting. So they all want to sit there and say, well, they don't have to hand anything over. Baked Alaska doesn't have to give him anything. And if he does, he's giving them Twitter DMs or Telegram chats. That can't indict people. Well, here it is. After looking through a Telegram chat on a different Capitol riot suspect's phone, that's it. Why did it come a year and a half after the fact? Well, they looked at a Telegram chat on a different Capitol riot suspect's phone, which is very interesting. Nobody in America First has talked about this except Baked Alaska. About an hour ago, someone was like spamming it, pressing him in his chat, and finally he talked about it. He pretended like he had no idea what was happening, and I watched it. Sadly, he's live for 18 hours a day, so I don't have the replay to show you guys, but you guys can go back and clip it and whatnot. But he read this right here, and he said, "What? Who would give them their phone? I would rather die before giving them my phone," which is extremely ironic because the guy literally handed over all of his social media accounts, including his Telegram, funny enough. So Baked wants to sit there and play dumb. I have no idea what's happening. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? Someone gave him their phone. I don't know if this is Baked. I don't know if it's someone else. Regardless, the timing's very, very interesting. Very interesting. I know that there was another Groyper from California who was arrested shortly after the Capitol. But he was arrested, like I said, shortly after. This guy is arrested now, of all times. It doesn't really add up to me. They claim, they've been following this guy for a long time, which we'll read through here on another article, but very, very bizarre, to say the least. And, the Groypers are going to cope and say, oh, no, Baked has nothing to do with this. And maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. Regardless, Baked, this exact thing is going to happen to other January 6thers because of Baked Alaska. I don't know if this case specifically is because of Baked, but it definitely easily could be. I mean, the guy is a Groyper, or he was a Groyper. He just now, a month after Baked's plea deal, they find damning evidence in Telegram group chats, and I don't know. I don't know. But we'll read through here. Federal investigators said they become aware after looking through a Telegram chat on a different Capitol rioter's phone. Someone listed under the contact name Brandon H.B. Groyper used racist and violent language in the chats. Groyper's, white nationalist, blah, blah, blah. The contact name was connected to his cell phone number. Also, blank was at one point provided a photo of himself in his email on the chat. He had been charged with knowingly entering or remaining in a restricted building, blah, blah, blah. And then they go on here and say some things he was saying in the chat. HB local in D.C. Hey, HB Groyper here. I just got back from the Capitol. So you guys can see here, this is what he was saying on January 6th and 7th. January 6th and 7th. And according to this article, he's sitting there, laughing about it, whatever, in his cozy group chats, and it comes back almost 2 years later to bite him in the ass. And again, I think that Baked Alaska very easily could have something to do with this. I also think that I know that this is what's going to happen to other January 6thers. Myself, the Kino Casino, RPG, every one of us said in the coming months, watch what's going to happen. People are going to start getting picked up. Baked Alaska's working with the feds. And everyone laughed at us. All the Groypers said we were fucking crazy, blah, blah, blah. But as you can see, here we are a month after the fact, and he's getting picked up by the feds. Now, it's very interesting because, like I said, he's sitting here talking about, like, he was saying racist things, so they got on this guy, and then they found later on. I also have this article here, which is another one talking about it. And they say here he identifies with white nationalist Nick Fuentes. His racist posts, unrelated to the riot, first brought him to the attention of the authorities, and they're investigating another Capitol rioter, according to the arrest report. And this goes all the way back to October 2021, which is also interesting because Kino Shea pointed this out. If you guys don't know who Kino Shea is, he's one of the best accounts on Twitter, Telegram, all of them. But he actually pointed out that 2 days prior to this, them finding this on October 22nd, initially identifying this Telegram chat, Baked had a court hearing. I don't know if that matters. I have no idea. Like I said, very easily could be someone else in the chat, another Groyper, whatever. But it's interesting. And then the biggest thing here is the fact that it's Telegram. Telegram handed all of this information over to the feds. Telegram. This is, the app that everyone uses. The app that's associated with Cozy. The fact that they can go through, they found all these messages that he sent on Telegram 2 years ago. Every message that's sent through Cozy, every message that's sent on Telegram, every message that's sent in Baked Alaska's Telegram chat, Nick Fuentes' Telegram chat, comment sections. The feds can have access to it, as you can see right here. Right here. January 6th and 7th. Insane. He's in a Telegram chat posting racist jokes, and look at what happens to him. So really, all of this, I just want to say, again, warn everybody, all the Groypers that hate watch, I'm warning you, even though, you attack me relentlessly, attack my supporters, whatever, I'm still warning you. Baked Alaska just got picked up by the feds. Confirmed. Handing over his social medias, Telegram, DLive, Cozy, Instagram, to the feds. It's confirmed. Fucking read the report if you don't believe me. Everyone knows this to be true. That's undeniably true. This guy chatting in a Telegram group chat 2 years ago, saying racist and violent language. Okay, that's what they're saying here. Racist and violent language. Was he joking? Was he, it was irony, bro? Maybe, but do the feds give a fuck? Obviously not. Obviously they don't care. So if this isn't like a fucking, the Latino Zoomer thing happened last week. Now we have this guy getting arrested because of his Telegram chats. I don't know. Wake the fuck up, people. I already told you on the Kino Casino that Nick was threatening to take his assistant information on his ex-assistant to the feds, Patrick Casey to the feds. He was talking about working with the feds. An SPLC article came out about his assistant right after he had beef with his assistant. Did that have anything to do with him? With Nick, I would put money on yes, frankly. But his docs just, poof, magically dropped. The only person who knew that was Nick, knew all this information. SPLC, boom, dropped. Here we are a week after the Baked Alaska thing. Groypers are getting picked up. Latino Zoomer gets picked up by the FBI. Like, do you guys need any more evidence that this is, I don't know, at the very least, if we're being charitable, a fucking shit show, and it's getting serious. But if we're being honest here, is it crazy to call it a Fed honeypot? Is it that wild that people are getting picked up here? That he himself has said that he's going to work with the feds? I don't know that it is. Baked Alaska himself has confirmed that he's going to work with the feds. Like the Nick stuff, yeah, okay. You don't believe me? Fair enough. You don't believe me. But the Baked Alaska stuff, it's all there. It's all there in the court documents. You can fucking read them. We've covered them on stream for months. And the Groypers will sit there and say, you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about. Well, this is insane. Through a Telegram chat on a different Capitol Rider's phone, right? But then you continue to read here. The contact name was connected to his cell phone number. So you people that are signed into Cozy, every chat being logged, even if you don't sign into Cozy, you're in the Groyper group chats, every single chat being logged, racist, violent language being logged. Oh, it's under a Groyper name. Oh, it's on Telegram. Telegram's safe because Nick told me so. Well, here you go. Here you go. The contact name was connected to his cell phone number. Not his name connected to the Telegram account. His cell phone number was connected to the Telegram account. I don't know what else to say to you people. The writing's on the wall. Will Nick talk about this? I'd be surprised. I would be very surprised. First of all, he doesn't talk about the Capitol protesters at all. But, reading through this, I would be shocked if he covers this. Because, first of all, he doesn't give a fuck about you people. Oh, you get thrown in jail because of his stupid-ass movement. He doesn't care. But even more so, you read through this and you have more than 2 brain cells. It's a warning shot. I mean, it's a fucking right in your face, people. Right in your face. What are you doing? Why do you continue to associate with this stuff? Oh, it's just jokes. Haha. Max Keeble, for example. Max Keeble thinks it's all a big joke. He doxes Ultros every day. He talks about killing Ultros. Talks about, Ultros' family. He's going to, all kinds of sick, depraved stuff, right? We cover this on the show pretty frequently. Oh, it's just jokes. It's just jokes. I'm loyal to Nick Fuentes. I'm going to rape, kill, and die for Nick Fuentes, they say. Well, the FBI is in your chats. Oh, you don't believe it? Well, if Baked Alaska is in that chat, he's in those chats. And I know Baked Alaska is in those chats. So the FBI is reading your chats. They don't have to, oh, I wasn't in the Capitol. Okay, maybe that's true. Maybe you won't get picked up for this. But they started looking at this guy because he used racist and violent language in a Telegram chat. That's why they started looking into this guy. So I don't want to play this on on stream, but I had someone send it to me, and I saw that Catboy Cum Dump posted it, but there is a recording on Kiwi Farms 2 minutes long, and I think that this has a lot to do with what's going on here. And feel free to go listen to it. I don't want to play it on my stream. I don't know if I can get in trouble for any of it, but in this, it's the politically provoked lobby. Someone was in there recording it, and there was 16 people in there, and the entire time they're sitting there making fun of, they're making jokes about, attacking elected officials. I don't want to go into too much detail here, but death threats towards these people, all the terrible things that they claim Kiwi Farms is doing, they're doing that towards elected officials. They're saying that it is 100% a threat. They say it's actionable. Really smart people. they're sitting there saying that in Britney's lobby, being recorded, it's on Kiwi Farms, and they don't think that this could possibly have ramifications. And again, do I have any reason to warn these individuals? Not really, because they have tried to make my life hell for like 4 months. But a lot of them are young. A lot of them are stupid. A lot of them are brainwashed. I don't think they're necessarily terrible people. And, you know, the writing's on the wall, folks. What thread? I think it's in... Let me go look. It is in the... It's in the Groypers America First Followers one. It's posted at 2:18. Here's some audio from the politically provoked waiting room from the other night. A Groyper Fed post about an actionable threat against Joe Brandon. And then this is an actionable threat. So that's your Groypers there. That's your Groypers, and to think, oh, no one's watching, no one's listening. No, the FBI is aware of you. Baked Alaska handed everything over. Whoever this is, right here, Capitol Riot suspect's phone, got this guy arrested. You don't think it could be you? You don't think you could be next?